our first time of using Zoom, but it is part of the learning, okay? It's part of the learning. This meeting is being live streamed so that some of us that are not that couldn't log in because of network issues, you can have a replay, you can rewatch it subsequently. So because of that, I want somebody to copy the link. Just click on that YouTube, that live icon there. Just click on it, copy the link, and drop in the WhatsApp group so that others can log in. Copy the link, click on the WhatsApp group, copy the link, and post in the WhatsApp group so that others can log in, okay? Or let me share the link in the WhatsApp group. So I want you to drop in some fire, drop in some energy. Okay. Drop in some energy. Let's get there. Let's get there. Let's get started. Let's get started. So, like I said, a few years ago, I was a student like you. And whatever it is that you think are the challenges you are passing through right now, just know that at a point in my life, I had way more than that. I had way more than those challenges that you're facing right now. You know, I came from a very humble background. My dad, I lost my dad when I was very, very young, and it was my uncle that was training me in school. And life was relatively fine. He was doing his best, you know, providing everything that I needed that is within his reach. You see, but along the line, life happened. Along the line, life happened, and he couldn't. He crisis. He couldn't cope, and I entered a very troubling state in my medical training. I, you know, I lost my financial support, my financial backup, and I couldn't meet up. I was praying, I was wishing, I was hoping that, oh, God will send me miracles. A moment. Network threw me out for a moment. So at that point, I was so devastated and so frustrated that to survive in school was a struggle. I had just very limited options. It was either that I go about begging people for money, you know, to sustain myself in school, or I would start borrowing money to survive, or I would quit medical school, or I should fight for a means of survival. These were the three options I had, the four options I had. Ladies and gentlemen, I was already in 400 level when this incident happened, and I couldn't imagine myself quitting medical school in my 400 level. At the same time, I don't like begging. I don't like borrowing. So the only option I was left with was to fight for success, to fight for survival, to fight for a way out. And it wasn't easy at all, because medical school on its own is a very tough war. How much more finding something you could combine with medical school? You know, that was when it dawned on me that that thing we were being protected from, you know, safe is the new risky. When we got into the university, we were told, oh, focus, focus, focus. Study very hard, read your books, don't allow anything to distract you so that you'll graduate with flying colors. Ladies and gentlemen, because I tried to avoid all forms of distraction and focused on my academics, that was where, when life happened to me, it became a very big blow. I almost quit medical training. But as God might have it, that was when I started thinking of a way of survival. I started asking myself a lot of questions, because I was blessed to have some classmates that didn't go to university. They didn't even have anybody to sponsor them in the university. Yet, they themselves are, you know, able to cater for their needs without depending on anybody. And that was when I took up the courage to actually look for something I could do to sustain myself. And then I started a very small business. I started a small scale business where I was supplying foodstuffs to people, you know. Yes, I was making some money from there, but it was taking a lot of time from me. In fact, money I was making from it was even almost not enough to sustain me as a medical student. You can see that slide. I was supplying foodstuffs to people's houses, food deliveries. That was it, just the deliveries back then in 2020. And it was a very big tug of war, because when school resumed, I couldn't continue the business, because the business is a business that was dependent on my own effort alone. I needed to exchange my time and energy. Otherwise, nothing for me. It was not a good experience for me. So I had to continue to pray. And when God wanted to have mercy on me, he showed me this amazing business opportunity that I'm about to share with you right now. So if you are here in this meeting room and you have been praying, asking God to show you something legitimate, something you could build without interfering with your studies, without losing your admission, without affecting your academics, I want to let you know that God has answered your prayers. God has answered your prayers for bringing you to this meeting room tonight. Okay? For bringing you to this meeting room tonight. God has answered your prayers. And all you need to do is what? Pay attention to what I'm about to share with you right now. And you'll be good to go. Are we ready? If you are ready, go to the comment section and type ready. If you are ready, go to the comment section and type ready, 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 ready. Let's go there. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Now, what are the available options? What are the available options for us as students? What do students do to sustain themselves when the things go tough, when the going gets tough? What are the options available to students? You see, like I told you, when the going got very tough for me, I couldn't sustain it. I couldn't I couldn't bear it alone. So I needed to start up something to help myself. However, it was so bad, so tough that you see, some of you here, your challenge may be that, oh, you don't have money for data. You don't have money for subscription. Your problem might be that, oh, you don't have money for transportation. You don't have money for rent. Your problem is that, oh, the only thing that is making you depend on your parents or your guardians is school fees, house rent, transportation, money for feeding and all those things. But my own was that I was totally dependent. And what do students do when they go and get stuff? That is where the ladies, they begin to look for men. You see, they begin to they get into peer pressure. They want to belong, they want to get boyfriends that will support them. That is why some girls, when they are meant to pay for something, they'll tell you, as you see me, I don't have a boyfriend though. As if having a boyfriend is like having an ATM machine. Some guys, when they go and get stuff, what do? That is when they begin to they start going under the influence of bad gangs. They begin to do all sorts of things, Yahoo, betting, gambling, just to survive, just to survive. These are the things that people do in order to survive. But then there are some people that when things go tough, they get a job. They get a job. Some people start some businesses. Some people go to learn a skill. You go and learn wig making, baking. You go and learn how to sell shoes online. Some people start affiliate marketing. Some people learn how to, they do small chops. They learn to do small chops. They start, those that know how to cook, they become chefs, both private chefs, or they can even start selling fast foods just to survive. And while all these things are good, you realize that it takes so much of your time, right? It takes so much of your time, such that some people, because of the quest for survival, their academics get affected. The academics get affected. Sometimes, even if you are making some money from the business you started, there is no opportunity for you to grow. There is no opportunity for you to go through mentorship. There is no opportunity for you to, develop your muscle. For some persons, even if they have some income coming from the business, but they're not really improving. They're not developing themselves. Some people, their problem is that there is nobody to mentor them. There's nobody to coach them. And when they don't have mentor, when they don't have a coach, there is a limit to your growth. There is a limit to the income you can generate from such a business. You see the issues now. Some people, the business they start is a business that they're just doing that for survival. Not as if the business can sustain them beyond school. That is why you see people who were doing business before, once they graduate and they go for NYSC, they have to start life afresh because the business they are building is a business that they cannot sustain beyond the university environment. But what if you could be shown a project? What if you could be shown a project, a community of young, ambitious entrepreneurs, where you be given the opportunity to go through mentorship, to have people mentor you, coach you, build you up, teach you the skills that are relevant, valuable skills like leadership, skills like communication, skills that can enable you to develop self-confidence, skills that could enable you to learn how to sales and marketing, skills that could enable you to learn how to, interact with people, interpersonal skills, skills that could enable you to learn problem solving, value creation. What if such was made available for you? Such is made available for you. And yet, in the process, you will be able to make a lot of money. Would that be fine by you? Would that be fine by you? However, you may be asking in your mind right now, oh, does this involve money? Will I have to pay for it? Will I have to pay for it? Yes, for every useful venture in life, there must be room for payment. There must be room for financial commitment. There must be room for commitment. For example, in school, it comes in form of tuition. It comes in form of school fees. For example, if you're going to learn how to sew, if you're going to learn fashion and designing, it comes in the form of what? Payment for agreement. If you're going to learn how to make hairdressing, it comes in form of payment for the agreement to learn, right? You must also make sacrifice in terms of time and energy, commitment, right? So there must be a room for payment. But however, it is not about the money you use to get started. Because for some of you that you are going to select today, yes, we're going to give you room at a very subsidized rate, but it is not about the money. Because even if you don't start the project or partner with us with a very little amount of money, you will still pay or spend the money in other ways. So instead of spending the money to pay your liabilities, why not invest it in yourself, in your growth, and be able to solve your problems permanently? Okay, so what project are we talking about here? What is this project that has been able to solve our problems? We are talking about the Diamond Project. The Diamond Project is a project that seeks to help individuals to live out their true potential and become the ultimate version of themselves. The goal is to build you up. In the Diamond Project, we believe that every human being has some innate potentials that God has deposited in each and every one of us. And our role is to fan those potentials into flame for you to live out that true potential and become that person that you need. Because yes, a lot of you want to graduate with, a skill, valuable skill. You want to be financially independent by the time you graduate. Between where you are now and that goal you have, there is a gap. And that gap has to be filled by whom you become in the process. There is a version of you that can become financially independent. There is a version of you that can develop valuable skills. There is a version of you that will grow to the point where you no longer be dependent on your parents for money. But you need to grow. You need to develop. And the Diamond Project is now a vehicle that could enable you to grow that muscle through the mentorship, the training, the capacity building, and building financial leverage system. What do we do in the Diamond Project? Our primary role in these blueprints is to build a tribe of very strong individuals that can stand their ground at any given place or time. Men and women that can be relied upon. We're building a tribe of students who are not looking for the quick fix program, but they are willing to go through the process to become the ultimate version of themselves. We are building a tribe of entrepreneurs who will salvage this generation from decadence. We are building a tribe of people who, by virtue of their strength, are financially free, because financial freedom is not a function of how much money you have, as much as the strength of your character. The Diamond Project is a project to create the Diamond Tribe. Just imagine Perpetua. Just imagine Chinwendu. Just imagine what could happen when we lead a team of students who are very self-confident, a team of students who have integrity, a team of students who can lead a nation. A team of students who can sell. A team of students who have developed emotional intelligence. A team of students who have developed problem-solving skills. A team of students who have acquired this extra knowledge, extra skills that can make them relevant beyond the four walls of the university. Just imagine. Just imagine. Just imagine that. Okay, so that is what the Diamond Project has come to do. But there are pillars on which this Diamond Project is standing, and these pillars explain the pathways we are going to use. This is where the blueprints rise now. These are the blueprints we are going to raise this tribe of people. Pillar number one is what? Mentorship, training, and capacity building. A mentor is somebody that has passed through the process you want to pass through and is willing to hold you by the hand in order to achieve the success that you want. Do you understand it now? So who is a mentor? A mentor is somebody that has passed through what you want to pass through, will hold you by the hand to achieve your own success. Why is mentorship, training, and capacity building important? It is important because a lot of people are stuck. They know they are stuck, but they don't know how to go about their challenges. Why is it important? It is important because all of a sudden we have realized that the handouts we are given in school is no longer enough to help us navigate through the challenges of life. So there is need for new mentors. What is capacity building? Capacity building is talking about improving on your old skills, upgrading on your old skills, or developing new skills that can make you relevant. What are the skills the Diamond Project is built on? Skill number one is sales and marketing skills, guys. See, if you are broke, if you are dependent on your parents, if you are dependent on your guardians for money, the simplest explanation for it is because you are not selling anything. If you can sell, you cannot be broke. Because even the knowledge you have, you can sell it. You can sell knowledge. You can sell anything. And the Diamond Project will teach you how to sell. The second one is what? Problem-solving skills. The third skill is what? Leadership skills. The fourth one is what? Interpersonal skills. The problem with some of us is that we are very shy. We say we are introverted. We cannot talk to people. We cannot communicate with people. And see, it is a very serious social flaw. It is a social flaw that you cannot communicate or interact with people. And that is why in the Diamond Project, we don't joke with it. We train you on how you can communicate and interact with people. The last skill the Diamond Project trains on is what? Emotional intelligence skills. How do you stay calm in the midst of the storm, in the midst of challenges? As students, these are the skills. Some of these skills you are going to apply it in your academics as well, so that you can become excellent in your academics. Because the goal is to build a holistic student that is both successful academically and generally in life. Pillar number two is talking about discipline, regimentation, and stoicism. That is where this one is talking about character formation, character development. Character development. That is what this pillar is talking about. Character. Character is everything, guys. This time around, in this 21st century, it does not matter the business you are doing. What matters is who are you that is running the business. Who are you that is running the business? You can brand yourself. You can brand yourself. You should be able to represent something. You should be able to stand for something. Somebody looks at Chinwendu and says, oh, Chinwendu stands for something. What is your character? Perpetua, what do you stand for? Do you understand? Because the greatest people we know on earth now, they don't represent a particular degree or a particular course. They represent a particular ideology. They represent a particular idea. That is why if you talk of somebody like Nelson Mandela, he stands for something. Mahatma Gandhi, he stands for something. Martin Luther King, he stands for something. So what are you standing for? What are you standing for? Okay. Pillar number three is what? health optimization through nutrition supplementation and lifestyle changes. This is where we talk about you, diamond body. You need to stay fit, stay healthy, so that you can live long and enjoy your wealth. And pillar number 4 is what? Deep understanding of leverage and building financial leverage system. Why is this important? What problem is this deep understanding, this pillar number 4, trying to solve? Number 1, the unavailability of legitimate extra cash flow has left a lot of people despondent and frustrated in life. That is why a lot of our parents are struggling to even keep up with our school needs. And that is why we need to partner with this blueprint, so that it can give you access to legitimate extra cash flow. What second problem is this solving? It is there to solve the problem of passive income. What is passive income? Passive income is the income you earn when you are no longer actively working on something. It is not free money. There is no free money anywhere, guys. There is no free money. But you can build something. You can build something in such a way that years after you have built that thing, just imagine that you built this project for the next 4 years. And before you graduate, the business you are building now will continue to generate revenue for you years after graduation, so that you're not coming out to be looking for a job. You're not coming out to be carrying CV up and down. Because you have built this project for the next 4 years, this project can continue to generate dividend for you. Will you like it? You like it, right? And the last one is what? Access to financial freedom. That means there's a point when that passive income you are generating will continue to produce results, will continue to, that passive income will outweigh your expenses. The point where your passive income exceeds your expenses, become financially free. And these are the pillars of the blueprint. These are the things on which this project we are launching today is standing on. Tell me if you are interested, guys. Tell me if that in any way have solved your problem. Tell me if that has solved your problem in any way. Just go to the chat box and tell me if that has solved your problem in any way. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know, guys. So before we call it a day, there is a laboratory on which we are going to apply this, because this is not a theoretical class. This is not shoe bend monkey fly. No. There is a project. There is a platform, a kind of laboratory through which we are going to apply this, and you get everything you want. And that is what, there are 2 ways you leverage through people. Can leverage through your personal products and services. See, business must be built around products and services. If there is no product and there is no service, you don't have any business. So the main thing we are building in the Diamond Project is what? This is a human capacity building project. We have 2 forms of resources: mineral resources and human resources. The goal of the Diamond Project is to tap into the human resources. We are building a tribe of entrepreneurs, a community of people. But there must be a product and a service that must be rendered to those people in the community. And there are 2 ways you leverage through people's product. You leverage through your own personal products and services, or through other people's products and services. If you want to leverage through your own personal products and services, maybe you learn how to make hair. And whenever you make people's hair, you make money from it. That is your own products and service, right? Or let's say that you have a brand of wig. Wherever that brand of wig is sold, you make money from that. That is a way you leverage, right? But there is a second way, whereby, because for you to have your own brand of wig, you remember you must need a lot of capital. You must have a lot of connection. You must have some expertise. You must have advanced business tactics and strategy that can enable you to build a brand that can service masses in several countries, or in so many corners of the country for you to leverage on. And that is not within the reach of an average Nigerian, especially to you people who are students, year 1 students for that matter, who are still trying to find their feet. But a second way you can do it is what? you can leverage through people's product, other people's products and services. A typical example is what? Jumia. Jumia does not manufacture anything. What they do is they connect manufacturers to buyers. People manufacture and place it in their online store. Buyers go to their online store and order for whatever they want. So for this diamond project, we want to build by leveraging on other people's products and services. Just imagine there is a system you plug in and build, and as people buy their personal items from different factories and shops, you make a little percentage of whatever they buy for the rest of their life. Remember, this is the laboratory now. We're going to apply this. Now, imagine that you build a community of 10,000 people who purchase products daily, and you just make 100 naira commission per purchase. That is 1 million naira daily. But there are some questions you may have now. Dr. Joseph, how do I plug in and build this system? Dr. Joseph, how do I build these 10,000 people in the community? Dr. Joseph, how do I make these people to buy these products so that I'll be earning daily? Dr. Joseph, how do I make the money through leverage? And finally, will this work for me? These are the questions I'm going to address in the next 5 minutes, and then I'll select our partners and we'll be out of here. So answers now. How do you plug in and build this system? How do you plug in and build this system? Like I told you, for every business venture, for every worthwhile venture, there is room for financial commitment. Which in school, for you as students, you pay school fees. If you are going to learn a trade, you pay for it, for the agreement. If you are going to start a business, you raise the capital for it. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? In the Diamond Project, with as low as 89,990, with as low as 89,990 that you are using to purchase your household items, things that you are supposed to use in your house, toothpaste and the rest of them, you with as low as that, without selling, without convincing or marketing, you have positioned yourself for a bomber harvest. The business plan is simple: buy, use, and connect. We're not here to sell products, please. We're not here to convince people, please. We're not here to market any products. Just buy, use, and connect. For anybody who connects to that community, because you are a partner, because you have positioned yourself, for anybody that buys or connects to the community through you, you get paid for that. But these are the other packages you can get started with. These are the different packages. Anyone you're comfortable with, no problem. What are you purchasing with your money? We have amazing healthcare products, toothpaste, beverages. Instead of buying Milo and milk every day, why not switch your brand? Instead of buying toothpaste, why not switch your brand? Okay? We have dietary supplements as well that can enable you to stay fit and stay healthy in order to be a good student and go through your studies. The second question you have is what? How do I build this customer base? How do I build this community? Through your phone alone. You can have access to 1 to 100 million people in the world. An average adult, Perpetua, you have up to 200 contacts in your phone, right? Chinwendu, you have up to 100 contacts in your phone, right? Those 100 contacts are your first level. Those 100 contacts represent 100 phones that also have 100 contacts. That means that at the second level, that those 100 phones times 100 contacts is equal to what? 10,000 contacts. Those 10,000 contacts are 10,000 phones that also have 100 contacts in each of them. That means that at the third level, you have 10,000 phones times 100 contacts. That is 1 million contacts, ladies and gentlemen. What if you get just 1% of 1 million contacts? That is 10,000 people. Have you seen it now? If these 10,000 people buy products daily and you earn just 100 naira from 10,000 persons, that is 1 million naira. That is 1 million naira daily, guys. Now, if you earn this 1 million naira every single day in 30 days of the month, that is 30 million naira. Oh, yeah, tell me now, what is going on in your mind now? What is going on in your mind, Chinwendu? What is going on in your mind, Perpetua? Just imagine that it takes you the next 5 to 10 years to build this. You will come out of school a multi-millionaire. A multi-millionaire. Do you understand? In addition to the growth, the valuable skills, the communication skills, the leadership skills, the self-confidence, the capacity you have grown. But the third question is, how do I make these people to buy these products so that I'll be earning daily? It is simple. Use our system. Use our system. What is our system? You can just copy a text message like this and send to those people that you want to recruit into your organization. You want to recruit these people into your organization, we copy a text message like this for you to send to them. If we send this message to you to send to your friends, you can send it, right? That means you can do the business. The second one is what? Brand launch, whereby we can make arrangements in your hostel, in your school, in your classroom, or even on Zoom here. You can invite your friends and we come and share the opportunities with them. And that the same way it is making sense to you now, it will make sense to them. And for any of them that makes a purchase, you make your money and your organization grows. The third one is Zoom or online sessions. We even have social media. We have questionnaires, whichever one you are comfortable with. It is simple enough. And you can do this part-time. That's the beauty of it. You can do this part-time when you are done with lectures, when school is not that busy. Just log in and do your activities and you build your business. But how is this money made? Through leverage. How do you make this money? There are 6 ways you make money, or 7 ways rather, but for the want of time, I'll just be explaining 2. One of them is what? Direct connector bonus. You make between 20,000 naira to 200,000 naira instantly for connecting anyone using our system. What does it mean? That for each person, let's say that Chinwendu has made her purchase now. Chinwendu has positioned herself as a brand ambassador of this project, and she has plugged into the mentorship. We're teaching her how to communicate, how to share her stories, how to influence people, how to be a leader, how to solve problems, how to be, how to increase her self-confidence, how to lead, how to interact with people. And she has used our system, either sending SMS or just inviting her friends. And experts have explained the business to her friends. And let's say 100 people make a purchase and you earn 20,000 naira times, and that is 2 million naira, because there is no limit. You can enjoy direct bonus without any limits. The second one is what? Matching bonus, where you earn unlimited 7,000 naira from the system as people keep purchasing from the system. This is it now. So this is you, Perpetua. Perpetua has made her purchase. Perpetua has partnered with us in the Diamond Project, and she has sent the recommendation message, and 2 of her friends have made the purchase. In addition to the direct bonus, Perpetua will earn extra 7,000 naira matching bonus. For every 2 of her friends, 7,000. Every 2 of her friends, 7,000. Every 2 of her friends. Do you know that even as her friends, people she do not know, they keep making a purchase to join her organization. People keep joining her organization in order to become leaders, in order to become more self-confident, in order to develop sales skills, in order to learn problem-solving skills, in order to learn communication skills, in order to learn interpersonal skills. Perpetua will continue to earn 7,000 naira for every every pair of persons who make a purchase to join her tribe, whether she is there or not. And Perpetua can earn this 7,000 naira up to 40 times a day. That is 286,000 naira in one day, with a business you are starting with how much, ladies and gentlemen? So these are the income potentials of the project. These are the income potential. But like I said, this is not an investment platform, please. This is not a Ponzi scheme. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not for people that have given up in life. This is not for people that are looking for shortcuts to wealth. This is not for people who are not ready to work. There is work to be done. This is not for people that are looking for something cheap, something easy, something they don't have to work. They're afraid of work. They don't want to give anything. There's no form of commitment. Please, if that is your case, this is not for you. This is not for you. You can go and look for other things you can do. But if you are ready and you want to know whether this will work for you, me, I am standing here as a living proof Like I told you, this was the business, the opportunity, the blueprint that I used to sponsor myself in the last 2 years I spent in medical school. Last 2 years I spent in medical school was all sponsored by this project. Whatever income you are seeing on the screen, they were all generated in 24 hours, less than 24 hours in my organization. Because by God's grace, I used my university days not just to read book and pass exam. I used my university days to build my life, to build my future, to build my dream, such that I was not only able to handle my bills and become independent in school. I built a business that 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. This is my 4th year post-graduation. The business is still growing. I'm still earning, generating results from the effort I put in 3 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. Is that not amazing? And not only about me. This was a young lady. She was a student. When I met her, she was selling organic skincare, being distracted from her academics because of the business she was doing. People will owe her. People will tell her all sorts of things. Guys will be patronizing her, buying pink lips balm, even when they don't need it, just to get her contact. She was busy running around the street, trying to hustle as a young girl. But when I showed her the blueprint, this lady came on board. She grew, she developed, she learned. Right now, she's a firebrand. She's a leader, leading a lot of younger generations to the path of wealth. This was her at her 23rd birthday. She was living her life in her terms, helping a lot of people to succeed. If it can happen for her, it can as well happen for you. This is Copper Miracle. Okay, this is Copper Miracle. We have a lot of amazing people here. Why are we sure that this is going to work for you? We are sure because it is about the process. It is about the process. It is about the growth. Just watch this process. Just watch this, and I'll show you what to do next. Amazing, right? Amazing, right? So you will be the next story. Your story will be the next. So these are the charities we do. Okay. We even go to hospitals and pay up people's hospital bills. So how do you succeed? How do you succeed? Start immediately. Get a quick training and then use our system to connect your friends. We're about to commence a new revolution, guys. We're about to commence the next big thing. We're about to raise the tribe of people who can change a lot of people's stories. We're about to raise a tribe of people who are going to become self-dependent and independent of their parents. A tribe of people who are not going to continue asking for urgent 2K, urgent 5K, urgent 10K, small handouts. You're asking your parents for money every time you're making calls. You're calling. We're going to raise a tribe of people who can be self-sufficient even as students. And that is what I'm about to select right now. So if you are here, get ready, get ready, get ready. So there are 3 categories of mentorship. There are 3 categories of mentorship. If an emerging leader mentors you, that will take you like 18 months to be able to hit up to ₦1 million from the business. If a global leader mentors you, it will take you like 12 months to hit your first ₦1 million from the business. But if a mastermind mentors you, it will take you 6 months to hit your first 1 million from the business. And these are the masterminds of this blueprint, guys. These are the masterminds of this movement. These are the masterminds of this solution. And they said that for those that are getting started today, they'll give them a lot of products worth 100,500, personalized website worth 300,000 naira, and that will give you an offer worth over 400,500. And they'll give you personalized mentorship for 6 months, where they're going to teach you all the skill sets, all the mindset, and all the basic values you need as a student, as an entrepreneur, communication skills, problem solving skills, dream building, dream sharing opportunities, and that will cost almost 300,000 naira, guys. And that's made the offer to be worth over 700,500. But that's not all. A lot of us, our problem is data. You spend so much money on data, but you don't know how you can make money from WhatsApp, from Facebook, from Instagram. They are going to teach you that. I personally have made millions of naira from WhatsApp alone, guys. Millions of naira from WhatsApp alone. And the masterminds are going to teach you how to do that. And that mentorship is worth over 300,000 naira. So the masterminds offer is worth over 1,500,000. And that's not all. There are people, we're going to select our pioneers. These are the founding members of this project. Founding members, so that every business that is built at IMSU, and even as we spread to other campuses, as we spread from IMSU to other campuses, these people will be under your organization. We call it first come advantage. And that, I know a lady that has made over 15 to 20 million naira over the past 10 years from this blueprint, just because of that unfair advantage. But how many of you have up to 2 million naira to pay? How many of you? But there's good news today. The mastermind said what? That the offer will not even go for 2.5 million, or even $1 million, or 500 or 250K, or even that 89,990. Oh, when I heard this, because this was actually one of the things that delayed our commencement of this project. And eventually, ladies and gentlemen, the mastermind said that with as low as 80,000 naira, with as low as 80,000 naira, you can have access to this special mentorship, to this special offer. How do you do that? How do you secure your payment? Bring out your mobile app right now. Bring out your mobile app and make your payment to the company's account that you're seeing on the screen. Make your payment to the account you're seeing on the screen. Generate receipt and send to me. Generate receipt and send to me, and that will give you access to the mentorship. You see, in the next 6 months, we are going to have 2 sets of people. Some are on YouTube. I can see those on YouTube. Well done. Whether you are on YouTube or you are on WhatsApp, we only have 3 slots for today. Only 3 slots. And that 3 slots are only going to go to people that make their payment right now. So as I'm giving you this gist, be making your payments. Because I remember when I saw this back then in 2020, I was very broke. I was very devastated. And I was given a chance to be mentored by the mastermind. I didn't have the money. I borrowed. I didn't borrow. I didn't borrow 79,990, guys. I didn't borrow 80,000. I borrowed up to 141,000 naira just to get started. It was risky, right? But I did it because I realized that the riskiest thing anybody can do is to remain where you are and not take advantage of the opportunities that have been presented to you. And watch life pass you by, watch opportunities pass you by, and you end up with regret. That is what is risky. That is what is risky in life. So I decided, and that is why today my life has totally changed. My life has totally transformed. I can't even count the number of students that I've worked with, the number of people that can comfortably buy their meals, buy their handouts, pay their house rent, pay their school fees comfortably just because of this project. And I am showing you now, and I'm telling you, if you don't have the money, it is okay. That is why we're showing you the business. That's why we're showing you the opportunity. What is not okay is to remain in a state of not having money. We have to find a way. We have to find a way. So how many slots gone? I'm checking the YouTube. Let me check the YouTube. I'm checking the YouTube. How many slots gone? How many people have made their payments? When you make your payments, get your receipt of payment and send to the phone number on the screen. We have 3 minutes to end this meeting. We have 3 minutes to end this session tonight. 3 minutes, and we'll be done. When you make your payment, get your receipt of payment and send to me on my WhatsApp 08068929245. For those of you on YouTube, please just send a message. Somebody is calling me. No. Don't call me. I'm using my device to access people's messages, and people's messages are coming in. Okay? Don't call me. Just send the receipt. Those of you on YouTube, I guess you are the ones that are doing this. Stop calling me. Just send me your receipt of payment. Just make your payment and send me the receipt. Okay, I'm getting the payment. Please, when you make your payment, indicate your name and your reservation code, and then come to the comment section and type done, both on WhatsApp and on YouTube. Both on WhatsApp and on YouTube. Come to the comment section and type done once you make your payment. Once you make your payment, come to the WhatsApp and type done once you make your payment. Come to my WhatsApp and type done once you make your payment. Okay? Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. Somebody sent me a receipt of payment, but one slot is gone, guys. One slot is gone, remaining only 2. Remaining only 2. Like I told you, by the time you'll be graduating, there'll be 2 sets of people that will be graduating. Those that will graduate with a degree alone, and those that will graduate with not just a degree, but with skills, valuable skills, and a source of income for themselves. What kind of graduate do you want to be like? That is being determined by the decision you're making right now. So go ahead and make your payment. Go ahead and make your payment. Go ahead and make your payment and send me your receipt of payment. Make your payment and send me your receipt. Okay? Make your payment. We have just 2 minutes to the end of the meeting. But at this juncture, I think it is good we take questions. Okay? Let me stop sharing my screen so that I'll give room for questions. That I'll give room for questions. So feel free to ask me your questions. Feel free to ask me your questions. You can unmute. You can unmute. If you have any question, Chinwendu, Perpetua, feel free to ask me your questions. Feel free to ask me your questions.
Sir. Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Sir, what of us that don't have the money right now? Do we still have opportunity maybe when we have the money to join?
If you don't have the money now,
Yes, I don't have the money now.
okay. Just give me a minute because I'm trying to check the number of people. A lot of people are on YouTube. And I
Okay, sir.
guess I'm getting a lot of receipts of payment from people on YouTube.
Okay,
So
sir.
if you don't have the money now, just hold on. There's something that we can do for you. Okay? Just hold on. There's something we can do for you. Let me count the receipts, the number of receipts you have received. But just stay in the meeting. Let me see what we can do. Okay?
Sir. Okay, sir.
Perpetua.
Thank
Perpetua, you can now unmute if you have any question. While we try to sort out the current people that have, oh my God, I think people on YouTube, about 5 persons have made their payments already. Perpetua, please go ahead and ask your questions. Congratulations anyway. Congratulations to all of you on YouTube that are making their payments. Congratulations to you. Perpetua, go ahead and ask your questions. Perpetua, do you have any question? Go ahead and unmute yourself and ask your question.
Sir, well, we are only expecting that amount to Jesus Christ. Well, we don't can we like the amount? Let's say is like how will I put it? Like it's not now. Like I know, like the amount you are calling the amount for the registration. When I say that, like can we like those people that don't have it now? Is it like how trend will ask? Like can we a kind of is there anything meant for us? Like you said, there is. And which time, like from when to when are we to make the payment? That kind of thing.
Okay.
Like did
I
the
sent
registration have
a
expiring
signal.
date?
Huh? You
Like did
said?
the registration have expiring date?
Okay. The registration does not have an expiry date. However, we are selecting our pioneers right now. A group of people that will be placed on a very special mentorship. And the slots, we have another session by 10 p.m. today. And the total number of people we need for the pioneer mentorship is 10. However, for the first session, we have only 3 slots, but 5 persons have made their payments. But based on the question Chinwendu asked, I made a request to our mastermind now, and she gave me some good news. I don't know if you are ready for the good news. Are you ready for the good news? Okay, let me share this. Our mastermind said something that, considering the fact that we have students here, especially those of you that have been very active, Chinwendu mastermind mentorship. If you can pay 49,990 this night. However, if you know that you will not be able to raise 49,990 this night, she gave you till 12 p.m. tomorrow. She gave you to tomorrow to pay that 79,990. 5 slots are already gone from the people on YouTube, but I'm trying to, I just had to squeeze out this special package, this special request for the both of you. So which one would you prefer? Can you run around and raise 49,990 and secure that tonight? Or still work towards raising the remaining, the 79,990 by tomorrow? Perpetual. Perpetual, over to you.
Sir, well, sir, I don't think that will possible because the money I have now is not even enough to 49,000. That's why I was asking if you have expiring date, that kind expiring date. Even with the 49, even with the 79. I don't have any right now.
How much do you have now? How much
Is
do
it
you have
right
now?
now?
Yeah.
Stop. I don't think it's enough. So I don't know. So, but this plan is just coming like right now. So you know what? I will just kind of vote it out. So I need to plan myself to know how to bring out the money.
Okay, so what will happen is this. Let's discuss further on WhatsApp and then see how we can work it out.
Okay, sir.
So congratulations to all those on YouTube. Super congratulations to all of you on YouTube that have gotten started. I can see the receipts that people are sending to me on WhatsApp. Congratulations. I'm super proud of all of you. And congratulations in advance to Perpetua. Congratulations in faith. Okay? And I can't wait to hear you people's success story and your stories of transformation through this project. All right. We'll keep in touch on WhatsApp, Perpetua. All right. Have a great evening.